Okay, today inshallah we will talk about possessive in Arabic, feminine nouns, how to make a noun feminine. There are certain rules to make it feminine, and demonstrative pronouns. We already started to talk about what is demonstrative pronoun for class 4 أسماء الإشارة masculine form and the feminine form. We'll talk with possessive case. In Arabic we say for this structure as mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi is for this sort of phrases there are always two there should be always two nouns. Okay, this is it is really important. There are out of two nouns you can make mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. So look at the sentence, look at the in Arabic. There are two nouns. Remember last week we said that normal case marfu for all nouns. It should, and the other noun is this lafzatullah we call as Allah. These are two is ism. Allah is ism, isn't it? Normal structure should be like kitabun, and Allah should be like that. But when we make possessive case, when we make two, these two together and make it a phrase, which is first one is and the other one is possessor. This structure, this combination becomes mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Mudaf means the noun that is possessed. Mudaf ilayh is the other noun which is possessor. In this one, look, that book, specific book, belongs to Allah. It is Allah's book. Isn't it? So Quran is Allah's book, is the book of Allah. So this structure, first part called in Arabic as mudaf, which is the thing or the object, whatever is possessed, and the other noun is called as mudaf. And the second one is mudaf ilayh, is the possessor. Mudaf, the thing that is possessed. Remember last week we talked about marfu. Sorry, marifah, not marfu. Sorry, marifah. We talked about marifah. What was marifah? What does marifah mean? It means definite. So this one is definite. Definite. But to make it definite, there was a rule. Remember last week? We said that we should add L at the end. But for this Why? What was the reason for that? To make it definite, yeah, that was the purpose. When you say Kitabullahi, Kitab is already what? It is already definite. You don't need to add al. It is not any kitab. It is not any book. It is already definite. By position it is definite, so we shouldn't add al. But it is definite by position. So when you say the door of class, is it any door? Is it definite or indefinite? It becomes definite, so you don't need to use al. It becomes like Babu Safti. So you shouldn't add al in front. This is a rule for mudaf. It is still marifat, definitely. Second and important one, so you shouldn't add tanween as well. Why? This is a sign for indefinite. When you say kitabun, it means a book. It is unknown, it is indefinite book. But when you shouldn't add al, you shouldn't use tanween at the end as well. Because you cannot use al in front. Is that clear?
By position means it's in front of Allah, the word of Allah.
When you say the book of Allah, meaning, the meaning of this, it is not any book, so that's why it is definite by position, we say. Two things is important for mudaf. First, it has no al in front. Second, it has no tanween at the end. It shouldn't have tanween. Look. In terms of mudafun ilayhi, lafzatul, the rule jar. Okay, that's why with kesra it is majrur. Kitabullah, the book of Allah. Or we can translate this as Allah's book. Yeah. So it depends on the context. You should choose one of these translations. But in terms of grammar, there are two things. In this sentence, in this phrase, it is the initial first word of the phrase. That's why we use as marfu with damme. But this can be certain rule for this. In terms of ending, there is no certain rule. But for mudaf ilayh, it is always majrur. It has in singular state. Okay, mudaf ilayh, it is in a state of jar. It is majrur all the time. This is rule for mudaf ilayh. Any question?
Allah, what's the definite noun?
But this one is definite. Of course, Allah is only one. But this is specific name, Allah's absolute name as well. It is only for His who is the sustainer, who is the most praised one, who is the any other question? No? Sorry. Then we are going to next. Was Baytul Imami. This is another example. In this example, the first is the thing that possessed. What does it mean? Thing that possessed. So, Baytul Imami, the house of Imam. Bayt is the thing that possessed. Imam, second noun, is the possessor. Imam's house, the house of Imam. So it is called Mudafun ilayhi. Look, again, first one, Mudaf, has no L in front and has no tanween at the end. Neither definite or indefinite article, because certain house, it is a definite noun.
You put a fatha on mudaf. Should there be a fatha?
Yeah, it is mudaf. That's right. It is done with dhamma. Mudaf. It is mudafun, and as we said, it can be fatha, sometimes could be kesra. It all depends in a sentence. Possessor, there is always certain rule. It has to be in genitive case. It has to be majroor all the time. Majroor means when we say majroor, we mean in a singular form. Okay, because Imam is just one, that's why ending for extra in singular is with S. Why I am focusing and underlying this rule, because in jul or plural, we will learn that one later on. But keep in mind, when we say majroor, and we, up until now, we are not talking about jul or plural form. So when we say majroor, we mean kesra at the moment. Okay, Baytul Imami. We cannot say Bayt al Imami at the moment because we are start with it is a so this is a sentence, so it has to be with Dhamme, Baytu. Not use any other, because in this sentence this is a subject. It is with Kesra because it is Mudafun ilayhi. Okay? Mudafun ilayhi is always Majroor. Majroor means in singular form, ending should be with Kesra. Qaribun is clause. This one is predicate, khabar of a sentence. Imam's house is for main rule for today's lecture is what is possessive case. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Mudaf is the it is definite by position, so you cannot use tanween or al. So with kesra. Okay, clear?
Can you just repeat possess and possessor?
Possessive. Possessor is, let's say, let's write here. Yeah, this one. The thing that possessed is mudaf. It means, to imam in this sentence. So Bait is the thing that possessed. Imam is a possessor. Okay. So imam is the owner of that house. So that's why it is possessor. So, but these terms are not. The important one is Arabic terms.
Yeah.
Because it's mudaf and mudaf. And it has no L in front, it has no tanween at the end. Of Arabic grammar. Main thing, this is under the category of majrur, genitive case. When we say mudaf, mudaf ilayh, you should always remember ending for mudaf ilayh this subject is mudaf ilayh. It means majrur. It means majrur. Majrur means like with kesra. Any question? Clear? Okay.
Should we have to pray?
I think we'll pray together. Yeah. Are you coming? We'll pray with everyone, with Jama'ah inshallah. So, let's finish this one, then we'll have break. So we already explained that mudaf takes the deck L in front, and it has no tanween at the end. It is wrong to say al-baytul imami. You cannot use this one. It should be what? Without L. And you cannot say baytun al-imami as well. This tanween is also wrong. You should say baytul imami. So the mudafun ilayhi is in the state of mudafun ilayhi is always majrur with kasra in singular form. Okay. Okay, if you are all okay with this, we'll go for some examples. We learned that last week. Remember, what is B? Harful jar. So because it is a preposition, harful jar, because of B ending harful jar is what? It is also in genitive case. It is also majrur. So because of this preposition, ending for ism becomes Ismullahi. There is what? So what does it mean? Bismillahi. By or with the name so ism is what in terms of grammar? The name of Allah. It is also in what form? Mudaf ilayhi, isn't it? So ism is mudaf. It is a possess, the thing that possess Allah's name, the name of Allah. So this is mudaf. We said that it depends on a context, you know. Preposition, that's why ending is with kesra. But in previous examples, it was with dhamma. It can change. It has that, you know, it is. There is no certain rule for mudaf, the ending of mudaf. So for mudaf ilayh, look, ending is with what? Kesra. Because it is majroor all the time. Always it is majroor. Okay? Translation is with the impossible for B. Another example, Rasulullah. Rasul is what? Mudaf in terms of grammar. So it has no L in front, there is no tanween, because we started case. So mudaf. Second part is also mudafun ilayh, and it is in what case? Majroor case. Look, this Rasulullahi. Allah. Mudarrisi. Kitab belongs to whom? And it is mudaf in terms of grammar, and kitabul mudarrisi, ending for mudaf ilayh is also what? With it is mudaf ilayh.
Now book it's written.
There is no this science, you know, because we are learning grammar. That's why we are focusing on endings and this tashkil. Otherwise, we cannot learn the rules. Yes. We'll stop here. They're calling.
You know, the Quran originally was written without.
Yeah, even Quran after certain time, in you know, almost a century later, Arabs to make it easy. Worksheet 2, today you can hand it in. Worksheet 1 already I marked to handle it last week. First one. Okay, where we are? Kitab al-Mudarris.
Yes, we have kasra on bay, and on the first one.
Kitab.
The same way we have here. Why didn't we put kasra under bay, ba?
Which one? This one?
Ba.
This bear?
Yeah.
Because
Because we have kasra in under kaf.
This one on the top because it's kitab. That's pretty normal
Yeah.
to have kasra.
Like,
But for B, we cannot have it because it is in. This is a starting, first word. Is always with dhamma. Look, this one is with dhamma. This one is with dhamma. This one is with kasra because it has B in front. When B prefix preposition, ending of that noun directly becomes with kasra. It has this one. Kitab is kitab. That's why normal tashkil of kitab behind it. It is not relevant to grammar. It is the word. Articulation of the word is key. So that's why it kasra as well, mudarrisi, because it is mudafun ilayh. It is a possessor. Another example. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nasi. Where is the izafa here in this sentence? In this verse actually. Yeah, Rabbun Nas, bi Rabbin. Which one is mudaf ilayh?
bin Nasi is mudaf.
In Nasi, because of the B in front, preposition. And it is mudaf, that's why we said mudaf. On occasions it has different tashkil, there is no certain rule. But for mudafun ilayh, it is always majrur, so it is with kasra. Bi rabbin nasi. Okay? Last one. It is Qul means say.
Say.
A'udhu, I take refuge.
One word.
Yes, to the Lord of people, who is the educator of the people. Rabb is who educates
raises.
people, who raises, that's right. The thing here, it is, let's say, the raises all with people. So that this phrase is idafa. It is an idafa phrase. It has mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. Mudaf means to possess. Mudafun ilayh is possessor. Okay. Wallahu yad'u ila daris salam. What is the idafa here? Which one is mudaf? Which one is mudaf ilayh?
Dar is mudaf.
Darus salam. Have like this. Darus salam. Isn't it? Darus salami. Because in this sentence it has what in front? Ila prefix. That's why ending for dar becomes with kesra. It changed to kesra. So dar is what? It is mudaf. It is possess. Salam, salami. It is mudafun ilayh, possessor. So mudafun ilayh is always what? It is always majrur. So that's why it has kasra at the end. There is salam. Because of ila, the preposition, this one has kasra. one is mudaf ilayh, so ending for salam becomes with kesra again. Wallahu means Allah, yad'u calls, ila dar salam calls to the place of peace. Dar means a place. For example, the word. So Allahu yad'u ila dar salam means Allah Wallahu yad'u ila dar salam. So place of peace. Okay, any question? No?
Wallah means
Wallah, Allah. Why is it with this sentence before? This could be in the middle of sentence. Last several points for lesson 1, lesson 5, and then we'll go to our textbook to practice from there. Tahte. Tahte means Tahte means in genitive case. It has to have, when we say majrur and with what? Kesra. This is majrur. Okay. Look. Under kitabi, it means under the book. And kitabi is kesra because of what? Tahte. It is like a preposition. It is not preposition actually. It is in Arabic. It is makan you call. But the effect of this this harf, it is also changed in a majrur case. It has to be with kesra again. If not dual, not plural, singular form. This one is singular, so ending is with kesra.
So is tahta always has a fatha?
Yes, tahta cannot change. That's right. We will learn later. This has called as mabni in Arabic. Mabni. For example, we so far learned huwa is always huwa. You cannot change it. You cannot change it. Even if you put min here, like preposition tahta in front, still it is unchanged. Mabni in Arabic. Tahta is also unchanged again.
So it's not tahti.
No, you cannot say tahtu, you cannot say tahti. To have to write as tahta and articulate as tahta always. But most important thing is the noun follows tahta. Ending of that noun is always majrur. Has to be kesra in singular form. Look, tahtel mektebi again. Ending for mekteb, for the table. Also because tahtel kitabi. Tahte always tahte is always in genitive case. It is always majrur. Okay. Any question? It is like preposition. Just keep in mind like
is what word?
it means under.
Under, yeah,
Yes.
but
Keep in mind like
is
it is like
mudaf ilayh?
no. It is not relevant. up to lesson 5 in our textbook. We'll practice in a minute. And then we'll go to our textbook. So we'll stop here and we'll practice from page number 27. Lesson 5. So Arabic textbook. Dersul Khamisu. 27. No, 20. Yes, this one. 27. Page number 27. Conversation between two. One is Saeed, the other one is so any candidate, as we always look for candidates. What was your name, brother? Atif. And Osman?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Atif brother is Saeed and Osman is Yasir. Okay. We have learned already the phrase of idafa, yes? These phrases, mudaf and mudaf ilayh, and we will say this is mudaf and it has no al, definite article, it has no tanween at the end, so this one is mudaf ilayh, so ending of Atif.
Aktabu Muhammad.
Ya Yasiru. So is this Yasir's book? Sorry, Muhammad's book or Yasir? Translation is that. Is this? Hada is this, yes? Kitab Muhammadin hada ya Yasiru. Is this Muhammad's book? Of idafa. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh in this sentence. Kitabu Muhammadin. Kitabu Muhammadin. So which one is mudaf? Which one is mudaf ilayh?
Kitab is mudaf and Muhammadin is mudaf.
Mudaf.
But yeah,
For kitab there is no certain rule because in sentence it is mubtada, that's why it's marfu. But for mudaf ilayh majrur all the time. So it is with Muhammadin.
Why is it tanween by?
Tanween is because we said last week, remember, proper Arabic masculine names has tanween. Remember?
If it will be only Kitabu Muhammad, then maybe it will be just kasra.
Speaking, always you should say Kitab Muhammad. This is easy way, but in terms of grammar you can never ever put like one kesra or sukun. It has to be, it must have tanween. This is the rule for this. In exam, for example, when you say Kitabu Muhammadi, it is wrong because we are teaching masculine proper. On the other side, feminine proper Arab Fatimetin. Can you say that? Kitabu Fatimeti. Is it tin or T? Proper Arabic feminine names, there are all rules almost in Arabic. we're always talking about general rules.
That's a great question. But why we have Bismillahi?
So
We
because in this one, remember, this one is mudaf ilayh, but for mudaf, what we said, mudaf means for this one, sorry, it is this one B. So this is mudaf, the name of Allah, it is definite, so you cannot use tanween here. But this one could have tanween, it depends on the context. But mudaf never ever can has tanween because it is definite. Yes. Yes, Ya Osman.
So,
Answer?
لا
Hamidin.
إليه من
Yes, it can have tanween or not. But the rule for mudaf is never ever can has tanween. Yes. What was the answer? لا هذا كتاب
حامد
حامد. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Kitabu Hamidin. Yes. No, this is the book of Hamid.
أين كتاب محمد؟
So, book. So same thing. Kitabu Muhammadin, Kitabu Hamidin, Kitabu Yasirin. So it is always mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Okay? Yes, answer.
هو على
على المكتب هناك. In this sentence, but there are some things that we already learned. على المكتب, for example, preposition. That's why مكتبي has kesra at the end. هناك means over there. It is on the table over there. Where is Muhammad's book? Yes. Keep going. Always. Endings are important. This is grammar class. We are learning Arabic, so we have to pronounce everything. أين دفتر عمار? Where is Ammar's notebook?
هو على مكتب
So
المدرس.
دفتر عمار. دفتر. Yes, answer.
Daftar means
Notebook. مدرسي هو على المكتب على مكتب المدرس. It is هو, he goes to دفتر. Remember last week we learned what? ضمير. Arabic there is no equivalence. In English there is he or here. In this sentence we are talking about defter, which is muzakkar, masculine, so it has huwa. Huwa means in this sentence defter. It is on the teacher's desk, teacher's table.
huwa means it.
Huwa normally means he, but defter is not he. In terms of translation, we here means this sentence we said that it is equivalence of it because it's an it has no intellect, so you should say translate as it. Yes. So ala mektebil muderrisi. Look, ala preposition. That's why mektebil teacher's desk, teacher's table. It is a mudaf ilayh. Is mudaf ilayh. It is possessive, possessor. Yes.
Maktabi mudaf ilayh. Mudaf.
Mektebi is mudaf because of ala it has kesra. Mudarrisi is mudaf. Yes.
Qalamu man haza ya Ali.
Qalamu man is this, O Ali? Whose pen? Qalamu man. Man means who? Hada, this. Ya Ali. Ya Ali. Whose pen is this? Ya Ali. Yes. Answer?
It's talking about Ali, not me.
Yeah.
I'm yes.
Oh, and but still, you can answer.
هذا كلام
Is teacher's pen. Qalamul mudarrisi. Again, it's what? Qalamu is mudaf, mudarrisi, mudafun ilayh. Hada qalamul mudarrisi. This is teacher's pen. Qalamu mudaf, mudarrisi. Okay?
قلم من هذا يا علي.
Qalemu men. Qalemu, not qalemun.
There's no rules in that sentence.
Tanmin, you mean?
I mean, the rules of.
Pen, actually it is in terms of like in terms of simple mudaf ilayh phrase, there is no phrase already, but in second one answer there is qalamul mudarrisi, teacher's pen. So the pen of teacher, it is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Yes. Last question.
أين
Yes, emphasis on endings because it is. You mean when you say mudarrisi, you are articulating, you are saying that I know this rule already. If you don't pronounce, I'll have some suspicions, you know, whether you learned or not. So, Aina haqibatul mudarrisi. Where is? Where is teacher's bed? Haqibatul mudarrisi. Haqibatu is Aina? Yes, Osman.
هي تحت المكتب.
So, here تحت المكتب. Again, تحت is what? When you say تحت, the non so you should say تحت المكتب, under the. There are several questions relevant to this conversation. First one, it says Ejib anil es'iletil atiyati. Answer following question. Ejib means answer. Anil es'iletil atiyati. Following es'ile is questions. Eyne kitabu Muhammedin. Where is Muhammad? Conversation. What is the answer? Sisters, are you going to answer for these questions?
هو على المكتب هنا.
That's right. First one, right. Yasir was answering as Huwa ala al-maktabi hunaka. It is on the table over there. That's right. there is slight mistake here. It should be defter, not kitab. Ayne defteru Ammarin. Where is Ammar's notebook? Where is it?
هو على مكتب المدرس.
That's right. Huwa ala. Last question. Ayna haqibatul mudarrisi? Where is it?
هي تحت المصدر.
That's right. Here tahtel mektebi. So, look, in terms of Kitab Muhammadin, when we come to answer, we said huwa ala al-mektebi. In terms of and it is mufrad. But when it comes to haqibah, yeah. Why? Because because haqiba is feminine. Yeah.
For the second one, would it be right to say هو على المكتب المدرس?
Could be. It is not. Remember our rule. It is definite by position. Okay. على مكتب المدرس. على المكتب المدرس. When you say المكتب المدرس, it is in Arabic. Normally, it is a sifa and mawsuf. This structure. If both of them has actually, because mektab cannot be sifa for adjective is not, this cannot be adjective for teacher, isn't it? For example, my shirt color or my appearance could be my adjectives. You can say he is, or my qualities, he is clever, he is not clever. You can say these things, but you cannot say you put L in front of both nouns, it becomes adjective phrase. Make it idafe, mudaf and mudaf ilayh, you cannot use L in front in this sentence. Okay. We'll go to following in worksheet 3. We'll go to page number 30. Page number 30, exercise 5. It says Kevin جملا مفيدة بملء الفراغ فيما يلي. So, what requires? Okay. So there are some blanks over there. For example, al-bayti mughlaqun. It says something of the house is closed. What can be closed?
Bed.
That's right. So the door of the house is closed. Mughlaqun. That's right. Mughlaq means closed. So something of the house is closed. Second is for Hamza. The third one is yours. 4 is Brother Atif. 5 Osman. 6 Hussein. What was your name, brother? Hassan Hussein. Are you brothers? Yeah. That's good. 5, 6, 7. Yours is 7, 6. And 8. You have 30 seconds. If you have any question in terms of meaning, translation, I can help you. You are going to find a single word to make it sentence. It is even if it is almost always mudaf. No. It's so what you are going to say is yeah, that's all. Allah. You should put Allah, but with correct tashkeel. What is the end last harakat? Yes, write it. We said 30 seconds. Which one is? Tabib means doctor, Ba'id means far. What? Maybe hospital, maybe house, maybe something. So find a word. Any question?
Where can we look for the words?
Previous page.
Yeah. You need dictionary, yeah? I am your dictionary. His name, Khadija. Yes, Khadija. You can. Or, you know, cousin or family, something like that you should use. Just say something. Why? Okay, done? Yeah, Hamza? Easier for you. That's right. Both of them is Allah is okay. Okay, we are starting with Hamza. Yes, second one.
أين مفتاح السيارة؟
The car. Miftahu. Miftah is key. Okay. Miftahu السيارة. So mudaf is required in this sentence. Number 3. Yes.
Muhammad
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Rasulullah.
That's right. Rasulullahi. Again, ending should be with yes, Baytut Tabibi Ba'idun. That's right. Doctor's house is far. Baytut Tabibi Ba'idun. Number 5.
Al-Quran Kitabullah.
Al-Qur'anu Kitabullahi.
كتاب أو كتاب؟
Kitabullahi. It is mudaf. And in this sentence, idafa phrase. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Yes, number 6. Zawjatu Hamidin. That's right. Zawjatu Hamidin. Zawjatu means Hamid. 7.
أنا عين
Problematic. So what is the thing? What you call? Ana means I. Mudarris means teacher. You are going to say I am the son teacher, for example, or the daughter of teacher. Both of them okay. Or Let's say أنا
Not in this.
ابن المدرس. Ibnun, if you say Ibnul Mudarrisi, teacher's son. Bintul Mudarrisi, teacher's daughter. Up to you. Both of them okay.
So because I was reading off here, but I wasn't not used to reading.
That's right, Ibnun. It is an
Awesome.
Ibnul Mudarrisi. This is Hamzatul Wasl. It means don't pronounce, just eight.
قلم طالب مكسور.
That's right. قلم الطالب مكسور. قلم الطالب مكسور.
شو هذه مكسورة؟
No. Because قلم subject مكسور is خبر. We haven't learned both of them are مرفوع. مرفوع means with dhamma. Ending of مبتدا and خبر is dhamma. So قلم الطالب مكسور. خبر is مكسور. Yes, number 9.
باب البيت مفتوح.
باب البيت مفتوح.
What about Masjid Bahud? What if
باب المسجد مفتوح.
Masjid?
Yes. What you have to focus is first, what is the mudaf and mudaf ilayh? So this can be mubtada, subject, is khabar, idafa. For example, babul bayti. Bayti. So this one is what?
مضاف المضاف.
So the house door, it is subject. Okay, it is idafa, it is a phrase, but this is mudaf of a sentence. So you need predicate, you need khabar. So when you say maftuhun, it becomes khabar. Maftuhun, and it becomes sentence. This is also ending of mubtada and khabar must be damme. So babu is damme, maftuhun is damme. Bayti, because of mudaf ilayh, it is kasra. So this is mubtada, this is khabar. Both damme ending. Okay? And predicate. Mubtada and khabar always have both.
One إضافة الإضافة إليه.
Yes, this is mudaf and this is mudaf ilayh. This is also, in terms of grammar, it is mubtada. This is khabar. This is not khabar. This is mudaf ilayh. So mubtada. Okay. المدرس من غرفة المدير. من غرفة المدير. He left from the room of principal. غرفة. I put غرفة over there. Okay. The room of. من غرفة من it's not good space. من غرفة المدير. Okay. So min is what? Harful jar, preposition. That's why ending of غرفة is also mudaf and and mudir is mudaf ilayh. That's why ending for mudiri is kesra. Okay? Page number 31. Last exercise for this lesson. So there are some pictures here. Can you see that? Exercise 8. Number 31. It says المثال following examples, then through questions مثله, like the exercise, like the example كتاب من هذا. There is already one example provided for us. It says look at the pictures and provide similar questions. Look, first picture. كتاب من هذا? Whose book is this? So questions. Second one, I'm doing that. It is a pen. قلم من هذا? Okay, قلم من هذا. Third one is a shirt. Shirt is what? Qamis in Arabic. So question should be what?
هذا قميص ذلك. قميص من هذا.
That's right. قميص من هذا. Object, which is sometimes book, sometimes pen, sometimes shirt, house, and we are saying whose book is this? So this is pronoun, demonstrative pronoun. And then we are using the noun. That picture is already. Four, sorry. There is a house. What should be question? بيت من هذا. That's right. Last picture is what?
سرير من هذا.
That's right. سرير من هذا. It is a bed. سرير من. Go to our slides and we'll learn some more things. Feminine nouns. Feminine nouns. We are coming to the slides again. Lecture notes. All nouns in Arabic are either masculine or gender, as a gender. That's right. That's why it is either masculine or feminine. Nouns are ta al-marbuta at the end. When we add that ta, the last letter before ta takes what? Fatha. Look, examples. Engineer. Engineer is what? We have to add what? Ta al-marbuta. Just the letter before this one should be what? With fatha. So look, muhandisun, muhandisatun. So first one is a masculine engineer. What does it mean? Interpreter. Translate. So to make it feminine, ta al-marbuta is also suffix. We added ta and can you see? Muhandisun, muhandisatun. Mudarrisun, Muderrisetun. Feminine one, masculine
So
one.
what is the rule we are putting?
Letter before te must be fatha. Two rules. First is okay. Any question? Masculine to feminine. It is generally things are always masculine. To make it feminine, we have to add te at the end. This is the rule. But sometimes, as you can see in this example, there is no te, but it is naturally feminine. For example, akhun is brother, sister is ukht. Ukhtun naturally it is feminine. So te, that this the sign is not required in that. Ibnun bintun, son or daughter. There is no te, but it is naturally feminine. Okay? There are some examples. Another rule, this one is very important, you have to learn this one.
Exceptionals.
When you say daughter, it is feminine. When you say sister, it is feminine. Te is not. Double members of the body. Double members. So hand,
Two hands.
we have two hands, double member. Eye,
Two eyes.
we have two eyes, double. So ear. So these are al-marbuta at the end. For example, yedun. Yedun is what?
And
Hand. But it is feminine. There is no te at the end. What is aynun?
Eyes.
That's right. It means eyes. But there is no te. It is feminine. Members of the body are usually feminine. Okay, while Ra'sun. It is what? Ra'sun. It is, in body there is just one head, so it is masculine. So feminine, for example. Tongue.
One eye.
Aynun or aynani. Or sorry, aynani. Aynani nadhaqatan fabi'ayyi ala'i rabbikuma tukadhiban, mentioned in Quran. Okay.
So all the parts that are double.
Double, they are feminine, directly ruled. Normally there should be te to make it feminine, isn't it? It's true. But for these things, okay, it's still in Arabic. You have to memorize and understand this. Double members are feminine,
Feminine, singular.
single members are okay. Some more things. Li in Arabic. This li. It means what? Li is a preposition. Remember, there are huruful jar, and it means belong to, for. example, you are pointing out a book and saying that this is to Bilal and Li Hamidin, look, and that belongs to Hamid. So Li is preposition and of that ending becomes Kesra, and it means Lillahi. We can position harful jar, that's why ending is Kesra. Praise, all praises actually belongs to Allah. Okay? Liman means whose. Remember, man means, remember, in just previous examples we were saying Kitabuman has whose book is this. So when you say liman, it is also means whose, belongs to whom. Liman hada, whose is this. For example, you are pointing out a pen and liman hada. هذا لي مدرس, هذا لي طالب, هذا لي خادم, whoever. Question is liman. Liman kitabu, book. Again, liman al kitabu, whose is the book. When we say Liman il Kitabu, because it directly attached with al, pronunciation and tashkil for men, normally it is liman, but when it followed by al, Kitabu. Liman hada, liman il kitab.
Ahadunil.
Yes, mentioned, yes, that's right. Ahadunil. This is in Arabic to make it easy. It followed by al becomes kesra. Liman means, that's why ending of the noun follows li must be kesra. Liman is question article. Man is question article. You cannot change it. Man is man. It's like hada, like here, like you said tahta. So question article they cannot change. The only thing is in terms of when it followed by al to Aidan means what? New word. Hada jamilun. This is beautiful. Aidan jamilun. And that is also beautiful. So also. وذلك أيضا. أيضا جميل. Okay, last thing is for today's class is again demonstrative pronouns. We talked about this in our first 2 lectures, but today we'll talk almost whole chart of the pronouns, demonstrative pronouns. Remember, hada means what? This, to point out what? Close, masculine, singular subject. Object. Close, it should be close, qarib, mudhakkar, masculine, and mufrad. So hada means this for close, singular, masculine, pointed things. Hadi is the feminine one. Again, for close, ذلك means what?
Singular masculine.
This is also
Distinct.
for so it means that this and that. Okay, ذلك. If it is feminine, this far object, we should say tilka. So أسماء الإشارة للقريب. For close, for near. Look, singular one. Mufrad. هذا means this. هذه means this for feminine. This is singular. Masculine is هذا, feminine is هذه. For dual one, for plural it becomes plural, and for feminine it is same, هؤلاء. But for dual and plural we are not talking about these things today. To just have an idea on the complete thing we put here. For first lectures we are always means this. هذا is for masculine close object. هذه is for close object. For far. اسماء الإشارة للبعيد. بعيد means masculine one is ذلك, feminine one is تلك. We are not dual and plural form today, but to have an idea, ذلك plural is أولئك. For dual part, it is not common at all in Arabic. It is not, but it is mentioned in Quran. ذلك, how is it mentioned? The complete verse, but it is mentioned. I am quite sure, but it is not common. Singular and plural, very common. You should know them. You should memorize them. Okay. ذلك is for singular, masculine, and tilka is for feminine. And for what? For distant. This is last one. ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. هم المفلحون. It has mentioned.
What does that mean then? تلك الرسول.
تلك الرسل فضلنا بعضهم على بعض. It has mentioned, but تلك الرسل means that prophets. Rusul in terms of grammar. Broken plurals, if it is mentioned, the rule is, we will learn this later, don't worry. It means that prophets, تلك الرسل فضلنا بعضهم على بعض, means some of them are most virtuous than the others, because they are not, in terms of prophecy they are same, but in terms of level they are the matter of this today's lecture. We are talking about grammar.
You can mention about some seerah.
Sirah. Yeah, I actually, my major is Sirah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yes. Lesson 6. هذه. Today we are practicing what? هذه. Also, conversation. Any candidate to read first paragraph, second, and anyway, there is no candidate. I'm going to. There is compulsion. There is ikrah in this class. First paragraph, second, third. Five. لمن هذا؟ لمن 7 هذه ساعة علي and هذه ملعقة is straight line and last line from here to here is yours. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are yours. Just try to articulate. Read this there. This one first, yours is this one. To read it. But when you are practicing, try to understand what we have learned already and try to practice, if there is a pronoun, find that one. If there is especially for this one, so double members of body, maybe there are some double members of single members, so you have to focus on these things. Okay, ready? Not yet? Hamza is always ready. Ready? Any questions? What is this? This NS is the name, the against bicycle, there was NS. Yes, NS is this NS, the bicycle NS, so it is a phrase of Mudok and Mudok. This is Mudok, this is Mudok. For what? It is because they're ready. I'm married. No, this is a must. And me the deleting. And this is me. They're right with NS limiting. NS is a must. No. But the question is what? هذه مكواة خالد. ما هذا? This is iron.
من هذا? Who is this?
Iron is Khalid's iron.
Yes.
Iron is feminine, not Khalid. The iron is feminine, not Khalid.
Yes.
That's why it is feminine. Ready? Are we ready? Okay. Yes, yeah, Hamza. First paragraph.
هذا ابن حامد وهذه بنت ياسر.
So, what we are practicing at the moment? Okay? Demonstrative pronoun for clothes and Ibn Hamidin. Hada ibn Hamidin. This is Hamid's son. So this is also a phrase of what? The son of Hamid. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Ibn Hamidin. And hada is what? Demonstrative pronoun for وهذه بنت ياسر. And this is Yasir's daughter. Demonstrative pronoun for feminine هذه, and bintu is what? Bintun means daughter, so it is feminine form. And
Ibn Hamidun Jalis.
oh no, Ibn
Hamidin.
Hamidin. Yes, Ibn Hamidin. Mudaf ilayh.
Ibn Hamidin Jalisun wa bintu Yasirin waqifun.
Waqifatun. It is feminine. So Ibn Hamidin wa bintu Yasirin.
Stand.
Yasir's bintu. That's why it has mentioned as Waqifatun. So since Ta is circle Ta, Ta al-marbuta is over there. Because bint, if it is, for example, if he is going to talk about
male standing.
sorry, like that, waqifun, but when you say bintu Yasirin, it becomes feminine, waqifatun, feminine form. Yes, second.
من هذه?
It is feminine. Who is
This.
this? But this one, هذه
هذه أخت.
أخت, not أختun.
أخت.
مهندسي. Engineer's sister. Sister of the engineer. هذه أخت المهندسي. So أخت المهندسي is what phrase? مضاف and مضاف إليه. مهندسي is مضاف إليه. Yes.
Disetun.
Is she also
Also.
engineer? So look, Aidan is mentioned. It means also. Is she also engineer? Mühendisetun. Hiye mühendis.
هي طبيبة.
It is feminine form. Hiye tabibetun. Yes.
سيارة من هذه.
That's right. Sayyaratu man hadihi. Because sayyaratu is what?
Feminine.
Feminine. It has circle ta. Sayyaratu man hadihi. Whose car is this?
مدير.
It is mudaf ilayh. The car of principal, mudir. So هذه سيارة المدير. هذه is pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, اسم الإشارة, feminine. سيارة
You could never say men have.
Liman hadhihi sayyaratu. You can say that. Yes. For whom this car is this car? You can say liman, not man. Liman. For whom? Belonging.
What's the structure of a sentence? Like noun, or verb, adjective, noun?
This one, هذه is subject, مبتدا. مضاف. مديري مضاف إليه. So subject, predicate is a phrase, مضاف and مضاف إليه. Okay, should I write here like هذه سيارة or in Arabic it is khabar, predicate. It is also what? Mudir's car. It is mudaf. Okay, it is the thing that possessed. إليه is majrur because it is possessor. Principal's car of principle. So it is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So this is sentence, this is subject, this is predicate, this is also mudaf and this is mudaf ilayh. Yes, following. ما هذه, pointing out an object. Look, if you are pointing out a person, who? If you are pointing out object, question is what? Man هذه, who is this? ما هذه, what is this? Okay?
Is that also for masculine as well?
Man, both of them, yeah.
And plural?
Yeah. Just to add to, regardless of name, gender, number. So for objects it is ma. Ma هذه. What is this? Fire. That's right.
Isn't that Makuya?
Makwiya is also possible. Mikwat is both of them same meaning. Yes.
Liman هذه.
No, that part is for the has. So we talked about mikwat, iron. Belongs to whom? Okay, liman.
Instead of mass, lima.
Man is question to whom this belongs. So whose iron is this basically? Whose iron is this? So we are not talking about person. It is iron. Whose iron is this? That's right. هذه لخالد. لخالد. Li is preposition. That's why ending is with extra. It is for Khalid. Okay. It is for Khalid. Yes. Following one. Feminine, it means bike, bicycle. Darajat to Anas in hadihi. Is this? A means question article. Is this Anas bike? Is this bike of Anas? So Darajat to Anas. Name.
ما هذه
دراجة
درجة عمار
عمار. That's right. هذه دراجة عمار. Whose bike is that? It is Ammar. دراجة عمار. دراجة عمار. The bike of Ammar.
دراجة is bicycle.
Bicycle, yes.
Because the person's name is always in anyway, isn't it?
If it is masculine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
هذه
جديدة. So دراجة is in terms of جديدة. The bike is, this is new.
ودراجة
Anything, Anas is noun, name.
أناس مدينة.
Yes. ودراجة أنس قديمة. The bike of Anas is old. This one is new, so دراجة أنس. It is مضاف and مضاف إليه. دراجة is feminine. خبر is also feminine. Yes. Next paragraph.
هذه ساعة علي.
That's right. هذه ساعة. From here we understand that ساعة, watch, is what? هذه use. Okay. Feminine. Look. Feminine, singular, demonstrative pronoun. هذه ساعة علي. This is Ali's watch. The watch of Ali. Okay.
ساعة is مضاف.
ساعة مضاف. علي. Question?
Why is not Kasra they use
علي. Like this. In this one, this is tashdid.
Okay.
If you put here, it becomes kesra. If you put here, it becomes feta. So it is kesra. Under tashdid. Okay. Aliyin.
هي جميلة جدا.
Yeah. Very good. Very pretty.
جدا means
Okay.
هذه ملعقة.
That's right. This is pointing out the spoon and saying this is a spoon and
وهذه
وهذه بدر. بدر. Yes, this is pot. Okay.
الملعقة
Yes.
في القبر.
في القدر. Not cup. في القدر. P.
في القدر.
قدر. That's right. في القدر. الملاكة في القدر. The spoon is in في is harful jar, that's why ending is with kesra.
هذه بقرة فلاح.
That's right. هذه بقرة الفلاح. بقرة مضاف. فلاح مضاف إليه. What does it mean?
This is the farmer's cow.
Cow. That's right. This is the farmer. That's right.
هذا أنف. هذا is for masculine.
That's right. Anfun,
Is for
noise. Noise is just one. It's a singular in our body. So that's why singular parts of body Can you see that? هذا أنف. This is a noise. Fem is also
masculine.
one. It's singular, that's why it is masculine. So double members are feminine, singular members are masculine. Mouth is feminine. Feminine.
What's the
Fallah is farmer.
شفتين is
Shefetan. Actually, two lips. Yes, following one.
هذه أذن وهذه عين.
Sorry, udun is this. What?
Feminine.
It is double. So that's why it is هذه. This is an ear. Both of them are double members, so هذه mentioned. Ear, ayn is eye. Because they are double in our body, it is feminine. هذه mentioned. Okay? It is not هذا. Because double members are is هذه again because this
Hand.
and this is
a leg.
foot, yes. Ridlun foot.
رجل is leg.
It is foot. Yes, ridlun, foot. One foot is ridlun, or 2 foot ridlan, or ridlain.
What's the leg then?
هذا حاجة
So هذه يد, these are also 2 members, foot and hand. So it is what? Feminine. هذه. Okay. Too much? Tired? We and then we'll finish, okay? 39 الدرس السابع lesson 7 39 last one, okay? I'll read and explain, relax. So, question is, because of man I understand this person. It is not object. Who is this? Close one, feminine one. Because of هذه I understand that this one is feminine. هذه, this, feminine singular. هذه آمي. ومن تلك. So this one is far, not close, but still. And who is that? Yes. Tilke Fatimatu. That is Fatima. هذه طبيبة. So Amina is طبيبة. Close one. Okay. And وتلك ممرضة. This is and nurse. So Amina is doctor, Fatima is nurse. Amina is from India. وتلك من اليابان. Yaban is Japan. And that is from Japan. هذه طويلة. Fatima is short. Okay, we learned what? طويلة قصيرة.
So you have to know the difference between mean and man from the context of the passage.
Yeah, definitely. If there is no sign, from context, I understand that this is question article, this is preposition. Man هذا. Because you cannot use preposition in this context. Directly, I should say Hindi من الياباني. Directly preposition, yes. Man هذا. So first part was for feminine. Second part for masculine. Who is this? This is singular, masculine, and clause. Hamid. ومن ذلك? Who is that? Singular one. This one is far. ذلك. That is. Who is this? Who is that? من هذا? ومن ذلك? Who is this? Who is that? هذا حامد. This is حامد. علي. Not علي. Or مضاف إليه. But there is no preposition, no مضاف إليه. That is Ali. ذلك علي. It is not إضافة, it is not preposition.
Preposition means ila.
من إلى بي في لي. تلك دجاجة is that a what? تلك. It is far. لا تلك بطة. No, that is a duck. Okay, بطة. That is a duck. بطة means duck. بطة. بطة, yes. ما تلك. It is what? Okay, ما تلك. تلك بيضة. Egg, yeah. So, what is that? It is what? Not object, not person. To become person, you should say man. But you cannot use for object. ما تلك. Singular object. هذه. This is سيارة. This is teacher's car. وتلك سيارة المدير. And that is principal's car. Okay, this is teacher's car. هذا. وتلك is principal. That is principal's car. Clause, feminine, singular. ساعة. Is this no. هذه ساعة حامد. This is a watch of حامد. تلك ساعة عباس. This is not his watch. That one is his. That one is not close one, distant one, far one. This is a rooster. وَتِلْكَ دَجَاجَةٌ. And that is. Do you have any questions so far?
Just that watch one, you said you can go back to that one.
Which one?
The watch one.
الساعة عباس هذه is this. When you see this one,
Here at the end.
هذه is this. So this is. الساعة عباس. Abbas watch is هذه. This. Is this Abbas watch?
It was had he meant to be more at the front than the end.
No, end is to make it question. It should be at the end. To answer, it should be in front. هذه ساعة عباس. To answer, هذه ساعة عباس should be in front. His answer it should be in front. الساعة عباس هذه, because you are saying that is that, like in English you use emphasize. You know, this articulation makes it question, but in Arabic more it or something, and question is more الساعة عباس هذه. Emphasis comes like that.
Is it still correct to say هذه ساعة علي?
No, you cannot say هذه ساعة علي.
Why not? Yeah.
But it is not question. To make it question, you should put at the
This is
end.
a statement. Ali, that's just saying like a statement. It's not a question.
Yes. To make it question, it should be at the end. To just answer, this is Ali's watch, for example, the watch of Ali. هذه ساعة علي in front. Okay. Plus something in this, Arabic textbook. It means and half hours, limited time. We can only do that. But in terms of grammar, we covered everything in these 3 lessons. Lesson 5, 6, and 7 already. Okay? See you next week, inshallah.